Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a video on my favorite summertime makeup products. I do have quite a lot of products in this lineup, but I wanted to offer different options. So like if you don't want to try a certain product, I have a different option for you. If that makes sense, you'll see when I get into the video what I'm trying to tell you, but yeah, there's like a bunch of different options in here. Definitely something in here for everyone. Summertime is my favorite time for makeup. I love how everyone's just looking sun-kissed, glowy, dewy, minimal. I just love all of the summer things with makeup. So I'm gonna get started off with my favorite sunscreens. So the first one is one that I've actually spoken about on my channel many times. It's from Supergoop. This is their glow screen. So this is their illuminating SPF 40. What I love so much about this is it's got quite a strong strobe. So it really peeks out from behind tinted moisturizers and foundations, and you can actually mix it into your foundation as well if you want a little bit more of a noticeable luminous finish to that product. But it also looks incredible on its own with a little bit of spot concealer where you need it. But I absolutely love this. I understand if a strobe is not necessarily for everyone. I tend to skip out on this when I have a little bit more noticeable texture or blemishes on my skin, because do keep in mind illuminator will bring those things to light. So I also love tinted mineral sunscreens. This one is from La Roche-Posay. I loved the one from CeraVe. I used 2 full bottles of that up. I wanted to try this one because my friend Alex really recommended it, and I actually do really like this. This one's quite a fluid, lightweight, like watery tinted moisturizer. So it has a really beautiful formula, super lightweight, glides over the skin like water, really sets down to your skin. It doesn't feel tacky or sticky. Now the tint does probably work to give some people noticeable coverage. I will say for myself, it is just that, a tint, which offsets the white color to the mineral sunscreen. But I guess you could say it does even out my skin tone slightly. I wear makeup on top of it, so it's not really an issue for me because I always put makeup on top of it. But really nice if you're a little bit darker and you just don't want like a noticeable white cast on your face. And I love the way this feels on the skin, and mineral sunscreens tend to be a little bit more gentle, especially if you are someone who's a little bit more sensitive to them. So don't think you can go wrong with either of these. I've also been such a big fan of body makeup since high school. I've pretty much exclusively only used the Sally Hansen airbrush legs. I used that since, I can't even tell you, like literally since high school, because I bruise like a peach. I always have noticeable bruises on my legs. It's a little bit distracting, especially when your legs are showing. I just don't like that, like I ding myself opening up the fridge and then I've got a giant bruise on my shin. So I recently tried the KKW body foundation. Love this. Obviously available in a lot more different shades than the Sally Hansen airbrush legs. Still has that really great longevity like the Sally Hansen product. And what I really like about this is it's a ton of products. I actually got this on sale at Ulta. I think they are not going to be selling KKW Beauty anymore. So if you are lucky enough to get it on sale in your shade from Ulta, snag it, because otherwise I think it's only available on kkwbeauty.com. But yeah, cover up bruises, mosquito bites, anything that's just a little bit distracting on the legs. That's what I like it for. Summertime, hide the bruises, hide the mosquito bites. This is one that I'm actually gonna recommend because I think it really brightens up your complexion, and I just like it the way it just like brightens up your whole entire face. It's a nude eye pencil. This one's from Mario and it's in the shade Light 1. Now, the reason I've been like super picky with nude or white eyeliner pencils throughout the years is because I think they look kind of freaky. I don't love nude or white in the waterline typically. It makes me think of one of Lisa Rinna's you know, confessionals. Like someone put like too much white eyeliner in her waterline, and that's what I feel like I always look like when I go overboard with waterline, that light color in there. But this is like the perfect shade. It's subtle enough to where it still wakes up your complexion, just makes your eyes look brighter, bigger, and just like really gives you that like soft doe-eyed look. And try a nude eyeliner in your waterline this summer, and I think you'll be surprised at how much it just like changes not only the brightness of your eyes but the brightness of your complexion. So I absolutely really like a soft nude eyeliner. I have been using this like crazy ever since I got it. Almost every single time I do my makeup, I've been using the Drunk Elephant bronzing liquid. This is the De-Bronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops. I've noticed that if I don't shake it, it separates. So just forewarning, always shake it before you use it. I think this just gives you the most beautiful bronzed illuminated base. It really just wakes up your skin tone. So it's a little bit different than a regular like champagne colored illuminator in the sense that I feel like the bronze color really gives you that like sun-kissed, been outside, really natural looking, noticeable glow. So I love this underneath makeup. Just even on its own, I think it looks really pretty with some spot concealer. Now this product is obviously gonna wash off at the end of the day when you take your makeup off. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit more semi-permanent or just gonna last you throughout a couple face washes, I've been loving the L'Oreal Sublime Bronze Facial Tanning Drops. This is super similar to the Tan Luxe Super Glow, which I love so much. Obviously this one's a lot more affordable, just comes with your little dropper bottle, and I just like to mix this in with my facial serums at night and really give that about 10 to 15 minutes to soak in before I go in with my facial moisturizer. But yeah, this is really nice. If you have used the L'Oreal Sublime Bronze line, it's a very true, rich, warm toned bronze. It's not orange at all, and I like using these things throughout the week just to keep a little bit of glow and a little bit of color to my skin without having to actually, you know, go into the sun. Okay, so let's talk about base products. I know for myself personally during the summertime, I want to feel comfortable. I don't care if I'm having a bad skin day and I've got a lot of visible acne. I just don't want to feel overloaded in a base product. I want a nice, lightweight, comfortable base that's not going to feel distracting or mask-like on my skin in the heat. So I do have a couple different options for you. I'm gonna start off with one that I think is going to really fit the bill for a lot of different people. It's the Nude Sticks Tinted Cover Foundation. Now, I can't recommend this to you enough if you are someone who really wants more of like a true buildable from sheer to medium coverage type of product that manages to feel lightweight and not feel distracting on the skin. This isn't going to, you know, go to full flawlessness, but it's definitely going to give you that comfortable, full, you know, natural looking medium coverage so that everything is just evened out and doesn't, you know, emphasize any of the like redness or dark patches on your skin, whatever it may be. I feel like this is a really good standby, and I just love the formula of it. It's got a little bit more of like a lightweight gel formula, so it just feels super comfortable, not distracting, and super fingertip friendly, so really easy to blend out with your fingertips. I also have two from the drugstore that I think are like the perfect little BB cream tinted moisturizer moments for when you just don't really crave a lot of coverage, but you still want to even out your skin tone. So the L'Oreal Paradise Skin Tint, loving this. I think it's really nice on my skin tone, on my skin type, I'm sorry. Depending on what type of skincare I have underneath this, it can look a little bit more dewy on some days, or it can look a little bit more satin. So I think if I'm not grease balling up myself with skincare, this is gonna be more of a soft, satin, glowy finish. And this goes anywhere from light to light medium coverage. Really beautiful, so easy to blend. It's like once you start working it into your skin, it just becomes even more fluid and really blends out so beautiful and so easily. And then Milani actually has the Milani Glow Tinted Moisturizer. This is the hydrating skin tint, and this has 29% squalene in it. And if you know me, you know I love squalene. I think it's so ultra rich and moisturizing on the skin, and I just really like the way my skin looks when I have a little bit of squalene in my skincare routine, but also in my makeup products. And this one's going to definitely be more of a glowy finish, so you can definitely control that. You can just put a little bit of powder on top if you want to mute down the glow, but overall, if you just really want this like soft, luminous, glowy base, you're gonna love this. And again, not going to be full coverage, definitely gonna be a little bit more everyday friendly, but super beautiful nonetheless, and still has the ability to even out your skin tone and hide imperfections and just kind of like blur them out. Let's talk concealer, because I'm loving this. This is like definitely one of my favorite concealers to use in the summertime. It's the Neutrogena Radiant Cream Concealer. This is part of the Healthy Skin line. I absolutely love it. I have talked about it in many videos. I think it's definitely the most comparable, affordable counterpart to my beloved favorite concealer of all time, NARS Radiant Creamy. I still get all the amazing things that I love so much from the NARS Radiant Creamy. This is obviously at a lot more affordable price point. Beautiful, luminous. Neutrogena touts that this also has peptides and antioxidants in it, so I'm sure that's going to give you a little bit of skin benefit throughout the day. But all of these skincare benefits in the product aside, I think it's a beautiful concealer for brightening up under the eyes, concealing any darkness or hyperpigmentation, and also really nice for doing some liquid highlighting. Because this does have a little bit more of a radiant finish, it's not going to be my first recommendation to you for covering anything that's raised or textured on the skin, but such a gem at the drugstore. Like one of the most beautiful concealer products, drugstore or not, one of the most beautiful concealer products. I feel like that concealer is a good segue into setting products. I know for myself personally, I don't love setting with powder. If I can avoid it, I do, but during the hotter months, it's a little bit more inevitable that your products are going to migrate around the face and they're going to just fade off a little bit more quickly from sweat, oil, and the heat. So my favorite setting powder right now has been from Ilia. It's the Fade Into You Soft Focus Finishing Powder. I love a handful of different powders right now, but I will say I think this is probably going to be the most universally friendly, because from what I see other people saying about this one as well is that if you have a sensitive skin type, it doesn't agitate your skin, it doesn't leave a white cast, it's super finely milled so you don't look chalky or dry, and it's just a really nice powder that's going to, you know, keep your products locked and loaded just a little bit longer and help those cream and liquid products from migrating and settling into fine lines throughout the face. So Ilia, Fade Into You, good standby. I also think that this is such a major wonderful product from Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I have had this for 6 months, maybe a little bit more at this point. This is like the best setting spray I've tried recently. It really keeps my makeup on noticeably longer. Like my makeup, when I use this, I genuinely notice a difference in how long my makeup wear is extended. I can't say the same for a lot of other setting sprays. I noticed some difference, but I mean, I've been reaching for this one so much more because I know it makes my makeup last longer. I feel like it's like a super hold hairspray, but for your face. Like it really keeps everything in place. I notice minimal fading, minimal, you know, wear throughout the day. Like it just doesn't start fading or getting like patchy or anything like that. And I just absolutely love it. Can't recommend it enough. I know it's pricey, but I can truly tell you, I noticed such a big difference from it. And you have seen me do setting spray. I'm not like a two spray. I am like all over the face, like drench my face in the setting spray. I want to prevent any type of wear, and this, it does it all. It has this ultra fine nozzle, so you don't actually use a lot of product when you're like spraying. It just gives you the most beautiful fine mist. Try it. I'm telling you, it really makes my makeup last all day. Even eyeshadow. Like if I close my eyes and I spray this on my eyeshadow miraculously like just lasts. Your girl loves a good bronzer year round. Bronzer is one of my staple makeup products. I'd say I wear bronzer almost every single day of my life if I'm wearing makeup. I don't even know if I ever don't wear bronzer whenever I do my makeup. So during the summertime, love a good cream. If it's not gonna be too hot, obviously it's gonna be, why can I not talk right now? Obviously, if it's going to be a little bit hot, probably wanna skip out on the cream, but for just those warm days, I think, ooh, when that sunlight hits your face and you've got that cream bronzer on and it just looks so natural and like truly looks like skin because it's a cream, you can't beat that. So I love the Fenty cream bronzer. I'm a fan of a lot of different cream bronzers, but this one has something a little bit special about it. It's the shade Teddy. It's got a gorgeous golden pearl to it, so it's just exceptional. So beautiful. You can apply it with your fingertips and really push it into the skin, or you can use a brush or a sponge. It's gonna come out flawless. every time, and just I love the look of cream bronzer in the sunlight. It's beautiful. But totally understand if you're not a cream bronzer person, because like I said, I know if it's extra hot wherever you live, it just might not be the most ideal product for you. So I'm gonna have to give it to the Kosas Moisturizing Bronzer. Again, really beautiful, luminous finish to this bronzer. So it's gonna look really beautiful in the sunlight and just give you that extra bit of glow and just, you know, make you look super healthy and not too shiny, not too shimmery, just like that natural, beautiful amount of glow. And I love the gorgeous red undertone to this because it really gives you that truly sun-kissed look. Let's talk about faux freckle products. I love the Jason Wu one. Now I also love the one from Freck, but this is more affordable, I believe, and I'd have to look at the price points actually, but I did get this at Target. One of the things I love about this one specifically is that it's in a bigger component, whereas the Freck one was an issue for me because I kept constantly losing it. So it's got this really gorgeous auburn undertone. You just dot this all over your face, take your fingertips, pat it in. You can put it on without base makeup or on top of your base makeup. It's really going to make your makeup look even more natural. It looks so cute during the summertime. All year round, freckles look cute, but you know, it really just gives your base the illusion of not even being there. It just really takes your base makeup to that next level and really looks like you don't have anything on at all. It just gives you that like natural, soft, really perfect looking skin because it looks like your freckles are still on your skin. So absolutely love this. Can't recommend freckle products enough. I have a few cream highlights I want to talk about. Let's go in order of intensity. So the first is from Bibby Beauty. This is the Bronze Balm Babe Balm Bronze. I'd say Bronze Babe Balm, but I'm incorrect. I like this one because it is super sheer. So for me, this one is a little bit more suited for when I don't have a lot of time to spend blending. You can really see it's just going to give you that ultra sheer, barely there type of highlight. Really nice. Even though it looks really dark in the pot, it doesn't translate onto the skin like that. And I like the sheerness of this one because it's a little bit more fast makeup application friendly. Now, another all-time, long-time favorite of mine for years has been the Nude Sticks in Hey Honey. This is a beautiful, bubbly honey gold. And the Nude Sticks ones, ugh, they just melt into your skin and they look glossy, balmy, and gorgeous. But you can see the Nude Stick, there's the Bibby one, there's the Nude Sticks one. It's definitely got a lot more shimmer to it and pigment, but it just has that really gorgeous glazed finish. And then if you're looking for something that's a little bit more intense that can be used mixed in with your foundation or worn on top, this is the Anastasia Liquid Glow. So Bibby and Nude Sticks stay a little bit tacky on the skin, but they do feel like balm. So it's not a sticky tackiness. It's just, it still gives you that really pretty glossy finish. Whereas the Whereas the Anastasia one, once that sets, it stays put. So take your pick. Moving on to cream blush. I've got, again, different levels of intensity because I love cream blush. I actually really like how you can use cream blush on your eyes, your cheeks, or your lips. I'm actually wearing a cream blush as my lipstick today. It's this one from Urban Decay. This is in the shade 1993. It is the Stay Naked Face and Lip Tint. It is sheer and glossy, and it stays glossy. So if you're somebody who doesn't want like a glossy, dewy cheek, probably not gonna be your pick, but I also really love it on the lips. And then again, Nude Sticks Nudies. These are just a classic and some of my absolute favorites. This is the shade Sunkissed, which is the one I would really recommend for the summertime. I know my swatch looks a little bit glossy, but when it's actually on the apple of your cheek, it's more matte. And you can see as it starts setting down, it does go a little bit more into that matte finish. This is a new favorite from Rouje. This is in the shade Marie. Again, this can be used eyes, cheeks, lips. And this is like a really intense shade. So you can see full coverage, Obviously, if you're gonna be applying it on the cheeks, you're gonna wanna blend this guy out. And it also makes a really pretty blotted lip moment. So there's the rougey one. The reason I wanted to choose these 3 shades is because this is the shade that I think is super flattering during the summertime, really replicates the flush from your skin when you've been out in the sun, and I just think this is like such a flattering blush tone for the summer, like my favorite blush tone for the summer. So obviously if you want something glossy and sheer, you're gonna wanna go with Urban Decay. A little bit more matte and buildable, you'll want to go with Nude Sticks. And then if you just want a little bit, you know, like fully matte liquid and really intense pigment, the Rougey one. They are all 3 beautiful and definitely my favorite shades for the summertime. I've been loving the Urban Decay Brow Blade for brows. You get a waterproof pencil on one side, so really nice sweat-proof brow pencil, and then on the other side you get my favorite product, the ink stain, which I don't have any issues with this running or transferring throughout the day, and I sweat a lot, so I haven't had any issues with, you know, like brow products coming down. So I absolutely love this. I really want Urban Decay to make just the ink stain. Like I could do without the pencil, to be quite honest, although I love the pencil. It's a great pencil and I use it. I really love this ink stain, and I think you get such a natural soft looking brow, because if you think about it, a lot of times when you do your makeup and then you go out into the sunlight, sometimes it just looks way too intense and you're like, wait, I did not look like that when I was doing my makeup. This helps me keep my brows in check and make sure that they're never overboard. I want to set those brows in place and make sure that they last all day. The Anastasia Brow Freeze Wax. This is exceptional. It's like a brow soap product, but better and a little bit stronger strength. So I still love my soap brow products, but I've really been going through this and really starting to make a serious dent in it, because I love the longevity of it. I love the ease of application because you don't have to use any water with this product, and man, oh man, does it really shellac those brows down. You have complete full control over the way you want your brows to be styled. You can do fluffy, sleek, you know, straight up. You can really shellac them down and get that like wet plastered brow look. You really have full control over your brows. It's quite an exceptional product in my opinion. Definitely really great on hot days as well, because it just stays put and really keeps your brows exactly the way you styled them. You're probably gonna need a really good waterproof mascara that's gonna be on standby, and I've been reaching for this one so much. So this is from MAC. It is the waterproof in Extreme Dimension mascara. I typically am not a plastic bristle brush gal, but I absolutely love this one. I'll have to show y'all a macro shot of this brush because it has the most fine hair-like, like almost microscopic little plastic bristles. So you get this ultra fine, precise coat of mascara on each and every single lash. And at the top of the brush, you'll actually see you have the bristles that dart out from the top, so you can really nestle that onto the, you know, lower lashes, the inner and the outer corner. You really get every single lash with this one, and I love this brush. When you are using cream products, I know that especially with the ones that are more thick or paste-like or really matte, they can sometimes be a little bit more difficult to blend out on your skin. So something that you can use to help you manipulate those products and really get them to move around in the way that you want on the face is use a dewy setting spray to really kind of activate the product and just give you a little bit more blending time. So I love the one from Neutrogena. It's the Radiant Skin Setting Spray. It's beautiful. It doesn't have a ton of glossiness to it when it sets down, so it's not something that's going to make you look greasy. I'm sure if you did too much of the product, yes, you could be on the borderline of looking greasy, but overall it just takes away, you know, powdery finishes on the skin or kind of refreshes the way your skin looks throughout the day. But it's also so great because I know when you're using cream products, one of the hardest things can be blending the products out. So using something like this and, you know, spraying it on your face as you're blending, it's a great tool to utilize, and it's really going to help you, you know, master the skill of cream makeup. So don't be discouraged if the liquid, matte, or cream products are drying out on you. Just take a little bit of this, do a light spray, go back into blending, and it really just helps you get your footwork down and gives you a little bit more blending time when you're applying those products. And it's obviously a beautiful setting spray as well. And then lip color wise, I'm loving these soft peachy apricot tones. So I have two favorites to share with you. First is from Pat McGrath. This is in the shade Blow Up. It is a soft glossy balm, really pretty, almost a little bit more pinky than it is peachy and apricot. And then we have Au Naturel from Merit. This is a tinted lip oil, so still glossy and a little bit more opaque, and definitely a noticeable peachy apricot tone to it. So loving these lip shades for this summer. So I don't know, it's just like, I feel like it just looks so pretty, and I love these like cantaloupe, apricot, mango. Like I love those shades during this time of the year, because I think it just complements a little bit more of a, you know, bronzy, sun-kissed look a little bit more. That seems like a lot of products, I know, but I really, when I do these types of videos, I wanna make sure that there's options. You know, if you don't wanna use the glow screen, I want to make sure that you have an option that's really great but not illuminated. Or if you want you know, a tinted foundation that's not too full coverage, I want to make sure that I provide you with enough options to where, even though like I like a certain effect of a product and maybe it's not exactly what you want, that there's something in the same genre that you would probably still be inclined to testing out and loving just as much as I do. So I really hope this was helpful. If you do like the demo shots on my face, please continue to let me know, because it takes so much more extra time that it's like, if a swatch on the arm is just as effective, I feel like it, you know what I'm saying? Like, then I don't have to keep constantly washing my face. So like, if there are certain things that you like about videos like this, please let me know. And if there are any other types of videos like this that you really want to see, please let me know. I'd love to know some things that y'all want to see in the near future. So yeah, please let me know anything else content-wise that you're really craving to see on the channel, or any new products that you really want to see me test out or review. Please subscribe. Please come follow me on Instagram. Products will be linked and listed in the description box for you. But other than that, I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching this one. Bye, everyone.